How many
makes
of these players in any sport, and let's just not hit the NFL, but how many of these players, male and female, are walking around with loaded weapons that aren't licensed or that were purchased illegally or that don't have the actual knowledge to be able to handle the weapons in the first place and get involved in robberies and get involved in drug crimes and get involved in rapes and get involved in assaults? I mean, it goes on and on and on and on.
I'll
Is
go
is
back.
is is any franchise ever going to say that's it? We're going to go for that real morals clause here
No.
and say if you're not good enough to be here,
Well,
we're not going to have you, even though you can make it,
well,
even though you can get an interception.
well,
No,
but you got to give. I mean, you just got to be circumstances. What are you going to frisk everybody when they come in the arena every day? I mean, how are you going to do? Well, I
they might be
understand.
getting there.
There's got to be accountability. There's got to be accountability.
Hey, Pete, remember the story back in, I want to say it was probably in the early 2000s when Mrs. Kraft was still alive. The
Yes,
Patriots had a seventh round choice out of
Chris,
Nebraska who had a
Chris,
history of beating up women, and
yes,
she didn't want him on the
Christian
front.
Peter, right? It's Christian
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
that was the case where a franchise stood up. They should have never drafted the guy in the first place
yeah.
because he was passed. But I don't know, and I don't know if we're ever going to find a
Well,
franchise who's not going to take a
that's
chance.
my point.
We're going to rehabilitate this guy. We're going to rehabilitate this guy.
Rehabilitate bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't rehabilitate stupid.
Right. That's right. You can't.
You know, that's the
Hey,
biggest problem. And are they? I mean, is it that point? I mean, do we now get to the point where everybody? Well, look, everybody's supposed to undergo a background check in the first place. All these teams are supposed to be thinking about the community and the fans that they have and the responsibility they have back to the fans.
Hey,
Can
let's
we
face
all? It's bullshit.